Hey guys, so I wanted to take a second and tell you sneaky ways to get in some of the containers that may not be your favorite containers with the portion fixed containers that usually come with a lot of the programs that you do. So let's talk about it. The first question that I get from a ton of people is, what on earth can I do if I'm not a vegetable person? So I go through phases of whether I like or don't like vegetables. So I wanted to walk you through some of my tips. One tip, you can add spinach to your Shakeology. I personally taste it, and Shakeology is my favorite meal of the day, so I do not taint my Shakeology with spinach. I love my Shakeology. But what I do is in the afternoon, sometimes I put one spinach and one purple and a little bit of some water, and I blend it and I make like a juice, okay? So that is one way that I'm able to sneak it in the afternoon, and I just sort of slurp on it throughout the day. So that's another good one. Here's another one. I love rice. Do you love rice? I love rice. I love rice so much that pork fried rice was served at my wedding, and nachos for my husband and pork fried rice for me. That's how much I love rice. And so if you tell me that I have to fit my rice in this, that'll make me angry. So what I end up doing is I tried cauliflower rice. I was the biggest skeptic of this, but seriously, trust me. What you do is you put your cauliflower in a food processor that has like a shredder attachment, or you could just use a cheese grater and just shred it down, and then throw it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil. You could do garlic, you could do scallions, and cook it, and it's delicious, and it's just really good. I can't get enough of it. So that is a great way to get in a green. The other thing I like is I like cherry tomatoes. They're sweet. They're the closest way I can get to a fruit, but they still count as a green. The last thing is acorn squash. Acorn squash is technically a green. So even though sweet potatoes are this, acorn squash is this, and butternut squash. And I feel like they taste relatively similar. So you can bake it in the oven, put a little bit of, maybe a little bit of maple syrup, not too much, but just a little bit, and coconut oil or something like that, and cinnamon perhaps, and it counts as one of these, okay? I lied. There's one more thing with this that we like to do in our house, and that is we take zucchini and we turn it into noodles. We have one of those spiralizer machines, and we turn it into noodles, and we put, spaghetti sauce on top of it. So that is great. And my son loves it, and he hates vegetables. So those are my tips for that. Okay, reds. For those of you who love red, just keep on going. I'm going to talk to my fellow red haters. I hate the red container. I hate it. So here's some tips that I like to do. I don't like how much prep goes into cooking meat. It drives me crazy. If I make it in advance, that helps, but I oftentimes forget, or I have this thing about meat sitting in the fridge for longer than like a day without being touched. So I don't prep mine in advance. That's one tip for some of you. But I like tuna. Just open a bag, I pour it in a bowl, and I can get it down. And I put some balsamic vinegar and carrots and celery. It's delicious. Some of you like cottage cheese. It's crazy. Can you tell I'm picky? I'm picky. I hate eggs, but you can use eggs. I find a way to make eggs tolerable to where I kind of like them if I use the Flavor Gods seasoning. You can get it on Amazon. It's the everything seasoning. It's delicious, and you can put on anything, but it tastes really good with eggs. So that's another way that you can get your red in. You can also take a little bit of plain yogurt. I don't like yogurt. I don't like plain yogurt. But you can add peanut butter to it. Stir it. So I feel this like halfway. Stir it up. The peanut butter doesn't make it taste like yogurt too much, and then dip apples in it. That's another great way to fill up your reds. And then Shakeology. That's like my easy way to get in a red. And then my absolute favorite lately has been Quest bars. Okay, I'm laughing because so Quest bars can be really tough on your teeth and really hard to eat. So I actually always sit on them right before I eat them. So I just was realizing as I was talking to you, I'm actually sitting on it. Yeah. So I'm sitting on my Quest bar. I love these. Some are clean with clean ingredients that are good for you. Some are not so clean. The double chocolate chunk is clean, and I don't crave chocolate when I've had this. So I eat half in the morning and then half in the afternoon. And I personally count that as a red. Autumn has said to count it as a yellow, but her reasoning was that it's not made from clean ingredients. Well, she was looking at one that wasn't clean. So I'm going to stick with my theory because this is the only way that I can get in reds. Okay, so there's that one. Blues. So blues are the like avocado, hummus, cheese, nuts, that sort of thing goes in your blue container. I don't have a ton of tips for you because what's not to like? Avocado, cheese. I mean, there's a ton of things that you could do that are really good. But you could throw some cashews into your morning Shakeology and, you know, could get masked by that. I like to use string cheese for my blue container. That's a really good way to sneak in a blue. Also, you can put avocado in your Shakeology. Absolutely. It does a great job. It gives it like a creamy consistency. And you can also make Shakeology pudding. Look up a recipe, use avocado for it. As far as hummus, Trader Joe's has the most amazing triple layer hummus. It has the cilantro. It's delicious. So this one is easy. And I think it's just cruelty to mankind that you can only get one of these, no matter what size you are. It's cruel. All right, I don't have my orange. That's another tough one for me because I don't like salads. So most people have a hard time with just one yellow. Chopped nuts also count. So for me, if I grab a handful of nuts, I count that as my orange. Sorry, I said yellow, but orange. So I like that. At the store, there's like a Thai, in the bulk bins, I found a Thai seasoned nuts that aren't full of sodium and things like that. Those are really good. I do even do some of the dressings in the cookbook for like 21 Day Fix and all the others. They use pretty similar recipes and I like those a lot. They're delicious. Also, pumpkin seeds are a decent one. But you can also take a little bit of your container and fill it halfway with like chia seeds or flaxseed and add it to your Shakeology or a juice or something. I just don't recommend doing the whole thing or it gets super thick. I've done it. It's disgusting. All right, what have I missed out on? Purple. Oh my gosh, if you have trouble getting your purple in, can you send me your containers? Banana is a really easy way because only a half a banana counts as a purple. Also my juice, it's really easy to get it in because you could just throw in the purples. That's super simple. I love clementines because they're those small little oranges. 2 of them counts as a purple and you can throw them in your purse and you're good to go. So I hope that helps with that. Oh, I wanted to say something on the blues. Another good blue are Kind bars, just the ones that are nuts. 1 Kind bar counts as a blue and a teaspoon. That's another good one. And then another good one are the teaspoons. So I have heard Autumn say that grass-fed organic butter counts. Correct me if I'm wrong. So in our house, we count that. We use Kerrygold, and you can get it really cheap at Costco. It's amazing. And so we use that, and you don't need as much of it because it's so flavorful. So that's a good one. Coconut oil is also really good, but I have to be careful because my husband can taste it from a mile away. So just be careful. You might have family members who don't like it. And then peanut butter. What's not to like about peanut butter? So I throw that in my Shakeology. I just get that in here and there. It's great for me right before a workout just to get a little bit of it so that I'm ready to rock and roll. I think I covered all the containers. Those are my tips, but oh my goodness, I'm always open to hearing more suggestions on how you're able to sneak in or sneak out some of the containers that you may like or dislike. So please comment and share, and I hope that helps. Bye, y'all.